Hello everyone, I'm Delphius, and since I'm recording this before Valentine's Day, I said let's make a songs for Valentine's Day theme video. And I didn't really at first know what to do, but then I said, screw it, let's do 20 facts about one of the few couples. Well, I think few couples in Songs of War. That would be Nika and Lucan. So on with the show. Fact number one. Nika basically revealed that Felinas have very good eyesight, and also basically revealed that Felinas can't swim, which, if you think about it, is kind of hard to believe, since if you think about people like Kyoshi, you would probably think that they actually could swim if they actually tried. Like, I don't think they ever, but they never actually explain why they can't swim. Like, I know they're based off of cats, but why can't they? Because they're basically humans with cat features and cat abilities, so can't they just, you know, swim? Um, yeah, that's a good question. Fact number two. Lucan had been in prison multiple times, but it was never stated in the show how many times. All we can know is he mostly, at least from what we know, had constantly been in prison back and forth for petty theft repeatedly. And the reason for this petty theft is we don't know. Like, it was absolutely never revealed. Which leads into the next fact. Fact number three. Both Lucan and Nika's origins was never revealed. Even though we followed them throughout the entire story of Song's of War, we actually never got the chance to straight up got a full blown backstory to them. Like why Lucan is being a petty thief, why Nika is hunting down the necromancers, how did she find out about the necromancers? Like, we actually never ever found out the answer. Fact number four. It was originally planned to give Nika a revealed reason for why she's hunting down the necromancers. The original reason was because her past love was killed by them or something. But during the process of writing the script, it was the idea was 100% scrapped, which actually I don't know why, since it think about it, it would have been a lot more deep. Like, it would have been deep why she's been hunting them down, because it was like the only information we even got of why she's hunting them down. Like, it's understandable, yeah, they're a big threat to Ardonia and stuff, especially towards Felden, but why? Because she always attacked them. Like, have you guys noticed in the show, she's always attacking them or communicating to them or speaking about them in the most aggressive way tone, like they did something personal to her or have done something personal to her family or something. So past love would actually do make sense. Fact number 5. Nika's voice actor is Alice, who had previously worked on other projects before Songs of War and then after Songs of War. Fact number 6. If you were wondering what type of sword Nika's got, her swords are katanas, with one of them being long, with the other one being slightly short. You can notice this when you look straight at them, carefully with your eyes by the way, right at them when they're currently on her back. Also, she uses a bow, she has a bow, but we don't normally see her use it too much in the series. Like, she uses her swords more, and I guess fighting skills, than her bow, which understandably doesn't really come much into helping her because most of the time she's in hand-to-hand combat. Fact number 7. Lucan's voice actor is Stephen J. Pena. Fact number 8. It was actually never 100% explained or told how does Lucan and Captain Kiyoshi even know each other, or what was their history behind each other. All we know is that they don't really like each other for one reason or another. Fact number 10. It is actually never shown or explained how does Lucan even fix Nika's treehouse. Like, no, seriously, how was he able to fix that thing up? Like, did he, I don't think trees can, regrow parts of itself back. So, how on earth was he able to 100% fix his treehouse? Wait, did I say his? Well, wow. I meant how in the world was he able to fix her treehouse? I have no idea. Like seriously, I have no idea. It's never elaborated and it's never explained in the finale of Songs of War. Fact number 11. This fact basically goes to both Lucan and Nika. Throughout the entire series of Songs of War, unlike other characters who have either crossed paths with the Knights of Ardonia or originally any other characters from the Ardonia arc or from the Endor arc, both Nika and Lucan and a bunch of characters from the Felden arc don't meet don't meet almost no one from the other arcs. Like no, seriously, think about it. Throughout the whole series, not once they met the KOA. Not once. They made very clear, especially Nika, that they know of the KNA, but they don't know them. Like they never met them. Like they never crossed paths with them. Like even the one chance they had at properly crossing paths with each other, they just didn't. They were in the same area, but never actually, spoken to each other. Like they never met face to face. Actually, think about it, it would be pretty interesting to see like Luke's reaction to like characters like Greg and Grim, especially since Greg is basically a part of a species that is almost extinct, and Grim, well, we don't know what Grim is. And it'll be funny that you see one of like Nika or Lucan confuse him to be like some Ardonian. The whole group just go like, yeah, we don't know what he is. Like that would actually be funny to think about. Like I hope when they when they actually do Songs War season 2 and 3, I think they should like, in my personal opinion, we make it and have it where the characters actually, meet and have actual interactions with each other, which lead into the next fact. Fact number 12. The only characters they actually somewhat come across from the other arcs were Pythas and maybe the Angel of Death. But the only character, and I do mean like the only character from the other arc, that the other arcs per se, that they actually got the chance to meet was Scorch. And that's it. Not a joke. They literally didn't cross paths with anyone else. Not Sin, not Abigail, heck, not even at Endonite. They didn't cross paths with any of them. Just wow. Which actually shows you how isolated the whole Felden arc was. Which, if you think about it, shouldn't have been the case because the whole attack on Felden and stuff, and it would have made a lot more sense for them to, cross paths and communicate and meet all the other bad guys of the show. Fact number 13. When you think about the in story lore of why their stories almost didn't intertwine, it would make a lot of sense. Ingresses or the Voltars wouldn't go there since, number one, there's no Prime songs, number two, the other four clans aren't there, number three, the Knights of Ardonia weren't being very active in that area. They was mostly active in the north and central areas, so Felden was basically in the clear from the Voltaris. And number four, Pythas wasn't really focused on Velden because one, he basically captured it and it was basically Scorch's job to basically deal with the problem. And also, Pythas was already dealing with Volcanus and the Knights of Ardonia. So yeah, including the Angel of Death. So basically, the the in-story reason for why these characters wouldn't technically speaking cross paths at least for the villains are there either no bloody reason to even go to Felden, or there was just no point. And for the hero situation, the only reasons they wouldn't even go there is like only to like liberate it. Other than that, only one person, and not even that one person, have a personal connection to that place. Like that one person I was referring to, the only female Felina in the KOA, basically only care about one person alone, and that's it. Like other than that, no one else, basically no one on the Knights of Ardonia had any personal or strong connection to Felden. Since unlike every other group in Ardonia, Felden was the one place where, oh, we're having our own problems, but we're not doing too much to cause the rest of Ardonia to focus on us. Which I guess is probably the reasons why the other kingdoms straight up ignored them. because unlike areas like Carthage and stuff, like there was actual serious problems. Like, yeah, the necromancers proved they were a straight up problem, and then, well, took down the kingdom of Felden. But think about it through the other kingdom's perspective on that. Why help a nation that basically seems like, oh, you can easily take this down? Like, it's just a rebellion, you can easily take it down. And I guess the other characters in Songsworth saw as that as well, since Felden may have been important, but it wasn't important. Unlike other areas like Carthage that had very important reasons per se for them liberating it. Felden was that one place where there was almost nothing to gain. The only thing was to gain was troops. That's it, in some like territory that might not be able to be defended because it's a ritual jungle-like area. Other than that, there's like nothing else to gain from there. No skilled fighters, no prime song, no special weapon, literally almost nothing to help them win the war. Also, they literally have a beacon there. So what happens if like one wrong move is enough to basically ruin that could have straight up brought the Knights of Ardonia to their knees a lot earlier in the war. And also in the main story of the script, the original one, since we all basically know at this point that the original script is not going to stay any longer, one character literally dies. The Knights of Ardonia witch sniper, and yeah, I'm saying her name because I cannot remember that character name, literally dies. So basically, there's more downsides to helping out Felden, unlike the other areas. And thinking of strategically, it would make sense not to go to Felden until later on, which would be a logical answer for why the other groups, like the Knights of Ardonia, Voltaris, the Nether, wouldn't interact with that area too much, because there's either a bunch of pros or a lot of cons. Fact number 14. Throughout the entire story of Song's War, Lucan basically almost doesn't get better at combat. Like, he improves slightly, but other than that, his combat skills are, well, straight up bad. Like, they're more of the decent of, oh, I can hold my own, but I would definitely need some backup. This was most certainly proved during his fight with Niika, but Niika did prove that, hey, she is indeed a way better fighter than Lucan, and maybe a way better fighter. And actually, no, scratch that. She might be the best fighter in Felden, since we don't see any other Felina characters be fighting like that, unlike Niika. Fact number 15. When Niika was basically under the control of the necromancers, she could not remember a single thing. She ended up revealing this after when they basically ran from the Nether attack, with her basically being confused and wondering what on earth is happening. Fact number 16. Niika was basically, well, mind controlled for almost all of season 2, being mind controlled in episode 1 and being unmind controlled, and, well, being released from the mind controlled after she was pushing water over in episode 8. So basically she was mind controlled for months, since if you think about it and somewhat count the days that were passing and all the traveling the Knights of Ardonia had to basically do constantly, which will a month or two or even 3 or more have literally passed for the characters. And Nika's just important. Niika can't even remember what she did for the necromancers, which must suck for her. And also, like, and you would think she'll get some respect and at least like appear constantly and constantly be forced to fight Felden. Nope, she basically attacked Lucan once, or twice, and then repeatedly disappeared back and forth, back and forth. So yeah, that suck. Fact number 17. Lucan and Niika are one of the most shipped characters in the Songs of War community. Even before the whole script for season 2 and 3 were released, they were both commonly shipped and still shipped to this very day, being one of the most common ships in the Songs of War community. and it might be more common than the Thalia's and Tigran ship. And if you think about it, it would make sense for why their ship is a little bit more popular. And you can even find a bunch of the fan art for this ship once you look up both their names on Google. Like look up songs for Lucan and Niika, or Niika and Lucan, and you'll find a bunch of fan art of them. So yeah, and they might be one of the most ship characters, or the second most ship characters in the Songs War community. Fact number 18. Niika is one of the few female main characters of Songs War. But unlike all the other main characters, this character get kind of straight up get sorry about that. Kind of get some of the most disrespect in terms of writing. Like no, seriously, their potential throughout season 2 was straight up wasted, and we could have seen a lot more of her throughout season 2, and I guess to a certain extent season 3. So yeah, and also she is one of the most underrated characters. Like she's famous, but in terms of writing, oh boy, they gotta fix her writing season 2 and 3, because they basically had it where, oh, she's important, but we're kind of just gonna push her to the side a bit for the other characters. Fact number 19. It actually was never revealed in episode 10 how Niika was able to even escape or even survive the Necromancer attack. Cause seeing that they originally had a whole army fighting while attacking the town, and literally setting the town to a whole blaze, destroying it, it is straight up never revealed or explained how in the world did she survive, or how in the world did she even escape for that matter. Like, I'm still trying to figure it out, because you would think that, oh, the logical answer would be like, she's a great fighter, yeah, but she was fighting against a whole army, and Zarya was able to literally keep up his pace with her, well, keep up the pace with her in combat. So basically, she'll be fighting Zarya, the Necrolord, and literally everybody else, which is all the other necromancers and the undead, and even a few creepers here and there, and ritual skeletons who shot arrows. So the fact that she even survived is kind of confusing when you start thinking about like how she even survived. It's never elaborated in the story. So while editing this, I realized that I forgot to add fact 13 and fact 8. So let's basically quickly run down them. Fact number 8. Luke ate the cake that he got from the other guy. When he was saying in like episode 3 that he already ate, he was referring to the cake. Fact number 13. During the making of Song's War, Niika's katanas were actually tested in animation life that Alex is using in the animation. And the final fact of the video, fact 20, the actual only well, not main character, but the only good guy character from the other arcs that Luke and Niika actually meet was this bird. Fun fact, I can't remember his name, so I'm just going to refer to him as Bird. So yeah, if you think about it, that's kind of insulting. Like, why out of all the characters they could have meet, it was just the bird guy? Just why? But that wraps up this video. I have been Delphius. This video took a bit of time, and as I'm recording this, today is Valentine's Day. It's currently 12:24 as I'm recording this as well, so have a good Valentine's Day and good day.